You can check out all the episodes of The Table of Truth on our website, www.tableoftruth.com.
You're listening to The Basements.
Welcome everybody to The Table of Truth. We are back talking some racial going-ons in the news today. And we're going to talk about this lady in Spokane, the former NAACP president, who was outed, who was quote-unquote outed as not being black, as she was passing herself off as.
PCS.
I don't even know her whole full name. You guys know Rachel something or other?
Dolezal, Dolezal.
Yo, restart the whole thing again. You can't. That's crazy.
No. Actually, you know what? The reason why I say it is because I think this whole thing is retarded. I don't even know why people are still talking about it. It should have been like a flash in the pan 1 minute thing. Instead, it went into this like 3 to 4 outrage porn on Twitter, and it was just too much, and everyone had an opinion. True, all the memes that came out were funny. That's cool. But it was just, there's so many other things going on in the news that people should be paying attention to, and then this is what was getting all the attention. That's why I'm kind of like, blah.
But that's just news in general, though, mostly.
Dude, not even a cop-out. Like, right now, like, I give an example. Tonight, actually, at midnight, in New York City, the rent control and the rent stabilization laws, they expired at midnight tonight.
Yep.
That's 2 to 3 million people that are about to get screwed over. Yet people are having this whole conversation with this lady who is in Spokane of all places. And like everyone's talking about, oh, she's trying to be black and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, we can go into the whole racial thing and have this big, long racial dialogue about something that we already seen before, we already know about. But there's so many other things that should hold our attention that you should know about. Stuff that's going on in Syria, stuff that's going on in Russia, stuff that's actually going past in the Supreme Court this weekend. But nope, talking about this random white lady that likes to be black and everybody's mad. But that's my opinion.
Well, first of all, she's not random because she's head of the NAACP, which is a big organization.
Second of all,
doesn't matter. That's a big organization.
That's like
it is a big organization.
That's nothing. That's the other part that got me mad.
That's nothing.
I'm gonna defend. I think it is a big story, but I'll let Kim finish.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
Look, it's not a big story where it should stop the presses. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody had pointed out earlier, how many of us really actually care about the NAACP?
No one.
Second of all, everybody is making a big deal of her trying to be black, but you know, our history shows that black people tried to be white for the longest time. Conking our hair, the way we dress, pulling our pants up to assimilate. So it's no different from what we've been attempting.
Pants up.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. No, people associate the perception of you being a criminal because your pants are sagging a little bit. I'm not saying like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, I thought you were saying wearing a belt made you white.
No,
you weren't.
No.
Go ahead, my fault. I got confused.
Yeah, simulating into being perceived as somebody who's not like a good guy and not a thug, quote unquote. So, I mean, to me, I really don't care. I thought it was funny. I just said, you know, look, she fooled people for 22 years or 20-something years. And I actually thought when I saw the initial pictures you guys showed me, I was like, she got to be mulatto or mixed. That was just a really good tan because it was, you know what made me laugh is when she posted a picture of her saying, I'm going back to my original hair. And I was like, what? Word? Like, I seen the original pictures of when you was white as rice and your parents is white. So I'm just like, I just thought that was funny. Like, it didn't need to blow it up, you know?
I took it two ways. The bad way, I think, well, one, anybody's opinion, I'm not judging. Whatever, that's your opinion, that's your opinion. But on a negative, I think, one, people might have think she made a mockery out of it because if she's portraying somebody in the NAACP, that means maybe she was going into inner communities and people were expressing their struggles as a black person. And this whole time, you're betraying something that you're not. So really, we're not really related. Maybe I'm just thinking on that level because I'm saying, wait a minute, maybe she is going into these communities and helping out, saying that she's black, saying, yeah, my sister, we shall overcome. Woman, you're not black. So you're perpetrating something because you think it's cool, you think you know the words, and that makes you black. That's the negative thing, how I took it. The positive is maybe, and she's want to help the urban community, so maybe she has to portray that. Maybe for way to get inside the organization, she had to do that. Was it wrong? Was it kind of crazy? Yes. But in her heart, if it was good, I'm all for it. But I can understand why people are mad because I cannot go into a prestigious white group and paint my face and try to get in. That's not happening. It can't. So it's almost like, again, you took you're the attention and not the organization. Granted, I don't follow the organization, but I know about it and I know it's well respected. It has its negatives, it has its positives, but what doesn't have that? She wasn't honest, and so that's my take on that.
For
Yeah,
me,
and then, go ahead, Pope.
I think I'm in the same place as Ann. Like, my biggest thing is not the whole like she pretended to be black shit. Because honestly, I just don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me that much. My thing is that my whole beef is just a lie. Like, I think the lie is bigger than anything else. It's like, why did you have to lie to do that? Because they already have like white people working in NAACP. So what is it about you that makes you feel that you need to act like you're black? But at the same time, it's like, what if? Because like Cam said earlier, when he first saw the pictures, he thought she was black. So we don't really know what her struggle is. Like, maybe she did experience all the racial tensions that's going on from being black across her life. Again, I don't know what she's been through. I know nothing about her personal life or anything.
Did she go to like an all-black college as well?
She went to Howard. Yeah, she went to Howard.
You know what's funny, Paul? But if shit hits the fan, she could pull that white card anytime she want. And I'm just calling it what it is.
No, I agree.
Yeah, he agrees. Pope agrees with you.
Yeah,
and
but
honestly,
at the same time, but there are black people who are 100% black that look just like her. You know, so it's like, yeah, she could try to pull that card, and a fucking racist cop could be like, "Bitch, suck my dick. You're a nigga just like the rest of them," and punch her in the face. Like we don't know what her shit is. So maybe she feels because of what she's been through, that's why she's black. Maybe that's what it is.
I mean, and
I don't
know. But a couple of things. One, NAACP was founded by white socialists. That's actually a true fact.
Yep.
Two, people are getting on her for quote unquote acting black or trying to do that.
Who cares about that though? Who cares about socialists did it?
No.
What point does that have to do with anything?
White
nothing.
Socialists.
That it was started by white people.
So
NAACP.
Okay, what does that mean though?
Having a white person as a president is not a big deal. But the big deal is what people try to bring up is like, the way her trying to co-opt black culture is like that people like to point out is what people are saying was like by her trying to be so black, it was almost like spitting in the face of the people that she's trying to be like. And the one part that we forget as black culture is we are one of the most copied cultures in the world. Like, there's other people that quote unquote do black better than we do, whatever that means, but you'll see it when you go to a different place or a different country and they have the slang, the music, the culture, the dress, the hairstyle, the swagger, all of that. Like I said, they're not doing it in jest or in joke. They're actually feel part of that culture to the fact that they want to be us. And so on one end, for the black culture, we're like, oh, that's awesome. Everyone copies us. Then when it goes a little too far, we're like, whoa, white dude, you can't say nigger. You can't. That's not cool. You down, but you're not that down. And so,
but she lied though. Like Pope said, lied.
And it's the same thing with the lying part. It's like the way the amount of like blogger hate and Twitter hate was going on. You would have thought this person like killed a little black baby or something like that. I'm like, this white chick has been acting black for 20 years. She finally got called on it and she just resigned her post.
By her parents.
Yeah, by her parents of all people. 20 years. You telling me nobody that was one of her black friends said, yo, girl, we know you're not black. It's all good. Like 20 years is going on.
Knew.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they knew.
Exactly.
People knew. They just didn't give a shit.
Exactly.
But you know what?
They called her up and they were like, Rachel, she's like, it's Rashonda. Like, you know what? We're tired of this. We're tired of this. We're telling the press.
We're tired of bringing collard greens to the family dinners.
I'm transracial.
Yo, no, but on the real, like, she did it. I mean, all this fuckery about her, what she was trying to do. If she was doing positives in the NAACP and just wanted to be black, I have no problem with it. I don't really care. But at the same time, I'm like it could be deeper issues that when she was coming up, why she couldn't identify being white. Maybe she felt bad being a white person and seeing all the stuff that was happening to minorities as she was coming up. I don't know why she wanted to distance herself from her parents, because there's deeper issues involved than just trying to be black.
But you can't knock people thinking negative. You can't knock people. Somebody saying maybe she's trying to perpetrate and infiltrate what we're about and try to figure us out like we some goddamn specimen. You cannot knock anybody for feeling a certain way.
That's then there's a flip side of this too. She was giving people opinions about, like, she said Latinos shouldn't be with the Black Lives Matter cause because they weren't black. I was like, then I'm looking at her like, who are you to say
you're not black? Exactly.
You're not black. Yeah. So it's two sides to it. It's harmless to the degree that it's no harm, no foul, because she was trying to do right by the NAACP, but also there's like little nuances in her story. I'm just looking at her like, damn, man, like, how could you pull this off? Say you about this movement, you feel us like you with us, but you not. You didn't grow up like we did. I don't know her personal story. You know, it comes down to what's the comedian name? That's on the Chappelle show. He wrote for Richard Pryor. He was like, everybody want to be black. Paul Mooney. Everybody want to be black, but nobody want to be black. Yeah.
Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga.
Yeah, my whole thing with this story is first of all, it's stupidness, and I mean, I kind of get why people are upset, because it doesn't make sense for you to act like you're something that you're not. Like the reporter was like, "Are you African American?" I don't understand your question. Yeah, like stuff like that. Like that's to me, that's just frustrating.
Yeah,
like,
I'm a rainbow.
If someone asks you that, yeah, like you could easily answer the question. My whole issue is
says she's a rainbow.
Whatever. She's another podcast story. But my whole issue is the whole thing that came out of it with the word transracial. Like now stuff like this.
What does that mean? Like, I've never heard that before. Like,
that means at any time anyone can be any race that they want at any moment, yo.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm Mexican today. Hola,
yo,
I'm Mexican.
Yeah, you don't. It's like you don't identify with one side, so you could jump to the next. Like this is out of control to me. Like the way this world is going. That's like me saying I'm trans wallet. I'm a rich person born in a box. I'm a poor person. I'm a poor person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trans wallet. Like I don't belong here.
I love it. Yeah, that's awesome.
I am trans wallet. Please help me.
There's one side of me that doesn't care, but there's another side that's kind of like disturbing, because people think they can just do certain things and be black. There's no hand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, just let me do my hair, get a nice tan, and change my name and go to Howard. Because on a real, if you look at her black checklist of being like doing black accomplishments, she doing better than a lot of black people. Exactly. She went to Howard, she did everything. She's doing everything a black person is supposed to do. Like, damn, she did it better than us.
She got a black husband too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude.
She
went to Howard, black husband, NAACP.
She all right.
That shit is awesome.
On the black person's checklist, she got like 9 for 10. Like, fuck. Like, I run into this up in ACP. That's a good ass resume. Like, fuck.
She saw the movie Soul Man, and she was
we gotta, yeah.
She's the Steph Curry of race.
The Urban Dictionary says transracial, a person that is born one race but can fit into multiple races through their actions. What? Oh,
this is where we live now, y'all.
Hey, like a Oreo shit.
This is the worst.
Hey, that's the equivalent of Employee Appreciation Day. I ain't never heard of that shit in my life. Like what the fuck is that? Like, you know, it's either a holiday or not. I've never heard of that. You either black, white, or something, or you know, such thing as no transracial, because I act a certain. So if I start wearing a suit and tie, wear glasses, and start saying, "Hey neighbor, I'm white," fuck that. You know, I'm black.
There was Charlemagne actually. He mentioned this because I think he was on like TMZ or somewhere, and he asked him about the question. He was like, if Bruce Jenner could be a woman, then why can't Rachel Dolezal be black? Do you guys agree with stuff like that?
It's the world that we live in now.
I guess so. I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, see?
It's nothing wrong. I don't really care that she wants to be black. Hey, finally, if you want to be black and you want to go through our struggle, have at it. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with her wanting to identify with it. It would be different if she was trying to be black and like burn down the NAACP, like some fuckery. Like then we have a problem. But ultimately, she was trying to do good.
Yeah.
You know, the end of the incident means is she was trying to help underappreciated minority, whether it be black, white, whatever, brown people of color. That's what her ultimate goal. So I don't really care if she wanted to be. It's funny. I'd have been like, wow, you know, damn, child, I'm gonna start singing Negro spirituals for you. But shit, for the last, I mean, at the
let's hope she had good intentions. We don't really know because again,
I'm gonna go. I know, and what the assumption is, if you're working for the NAACP, and from what her resume states, she ain't been in no conspiracy, no money laundering. I ain't never heard, nothing, no dirt's come up about her yet. Because I'm sure people digging up trying to get all the little dirt. All it is has been like superficial shit. Like she just tried to
trust me. Someone's looking for that tape of us saying the N-word. It's only a matter of time before it pops up.
Yeah,
right.
And until it happens, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt.
Until it happens. And when it does, I'm gonna kick that ass.
And I'm gonna look at her like I said, I look at all my light skinned friends like that cat meme I posted. Hella sideways. I don't know now. So
honestly, it just like Cam mentioned in the beginning, this is another stupid story that they're going crazy. If she wants to, she's not hurting me. I just don't like this whole you could be anything you want to be thing. Like it's just that point to me is confusing. Like if you identify and you do this, great. But when you put what race you are on your application, you got to check white.
And how do you know? And how do you know how to be a race? Like how do you know? Like
I don't know.
It ain't just how you look, man. It's what you go through.
But again, we can't. We don't know what her story is, but like if you live in a
we don't know her struggle.
No, if you don't, if you live in a community long enough, you learn how things happen. That's how I feel. Like it's just like when you have a black person who lives in the suburbs their whole life, and then they get they live around nothing but white people, then they start to act like white people, and then when they come into a neighborhood that's full of another race, they're like, oh, you're Uncle Tom, you know?
No, it's the same way where if
hold on real quick. I understand what Pope is saying there, but at the same time, say like that black guy growing up in a white neighborhood, say some racist black dudes came by and this is a fucking stretch of a story. They start yelling cracker. You think the black guy's gonna be like, oh my God, how can you call me that? He's not, you know what I mean? Like that's when you gotta kind of like draw the line. I think when it comes to like, I get what you're saying, Paul, but like, how you kind of blend in and kind of you become the Borg, like in Star Trek, like you kind of assimilate what they're doing. But when it comes to those insults and those certain things, it's like you identify with you know deep down in your soul what you are.
And also, what it comes down to
she's trying to play Blade. You can't be both, man.
She's a daywalker, yo.
You can't be a race walker, yo. A race walker, yo.
You
can't be a race walker, man. You can't throw both cards out and get away with it. Nah, no race walkers here, man.
But but the thing is, it's like that goes back down to what's the definition of black and what's the definitions of blackness, and that's always been in debate all the time. Because all these certain traits kind of cross-pollinate to other races as well, It's like listening to hip-hop music and having saggy jeans and smoking weed. Is that black? Or doing cornrows or liking a certain type of food.
Not wearing a belt.
Sorry. Having, growing up without a dad or something like that. Like all these like terms. That's why I got into a debate with someone who was talking about the term urban and the term black. And then he was like, when people say urban, he's like, that just mean black. I'm like, not really, because it could be multiple different things. But your average, when they say urban something, they automatically
automatically think black,
street, ghetto.
I mean, well, isn't urban like a fucking area and not a person?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they
like the ghetto.
To the people who live in that area.
Yep. Like the
ghetto
is a Jewish thing.
Talking about what we were talking about before, like say like a mixed couple. Like two mixed people, like they both have black and white parents, right? The mother and the father both have black and white parents. So they have a kid who's now is like super mixed, yo. They're 100% like mixed. They're
like blurred lines. You can't tell.
And now they grew up in Pasadena, California, in like a rich neighborhood. It's nothing but white kids. Like, you don't think they would have? They could end up having a complex where they don't know if they're black or white and end up choosing the white side.
100%.
No, yeah. I mean, in a situation like that, they're gonna pick a side, and you're
It's
right.
up
I
to the
think
parent.
whatever. Yeah, I think whatever side they lean towards, like in that situation, maybe I guess Pasadena. We don't want to sound racist. I know what you're trying to say, Poe, but like, yeah, it
The
it all
suburbs.
depends because
I
this is.
I just chose
It's
to
kind of
really.
like what you grow up with. Yeah, I know what you're trying to
chose
say.
to-
I think you would teach your kid your roots and how you was raised.
You would definitely
Not-
try to do that, but at the same time, the mixed race kids always have that
Yeah,
like
but it.
struggle. Which
Yeah,
which side do I go
yeah,
to?
exactly.
If it,
Yeah,
I
they're gonna
noticed that
pick
with
one or the other.
I noticed that with the like white and Asian or they never really had that really struggle, but
I
then
was just about to say that.
everybody that was black and something else, it was almost like you had to choose. Like, are you going to be black? Are you going to be whatever? Or you could be a mix of both? Or
No race walkers.
like Cruchy Tran, she's like Vietnamese and black, and I think she said nigger one time, and people were like up in arms about it. Like, oh, look at this Asian chick. And she's like, but I'm half black. I'm like, oh, forget it.
But honestly, I think at some point it's all gonna become blurred lines, Joe.
Sure.
It's like it's not gonna happen in our generation, but at some point it will hit that peak where it's just gonna be. The coaches will still be there, but it'll be so blurred that it's just like, what the
I
fuck?
don't know if the coaches are gonna be here. The way how history is being
Yeah.
retold nowadays in the public school and schools,
Slowly
like
eroding.
who knows, man.
Um,
I think if you go to the Bible and if you look at things like it comes from a darker seed, is what I'm saying. Like you can't have two white people make a black person. So like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of blending going on to begin with.
Yeah.
You're right, Pope. It's gonna continue, and it's who knows which way it's gonna turn. But it might be to the point where there might not be. I guess like white people's numbers are dwindling,
oh yeah.
and it's maybe Rachel was getting ahead of the curve. She was like, you know what?
About to be out of here.
Well, there was
Yeah.
a study a couple years back that said by like 2050 the whites are going to become the minority in the world.
Minority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I don't understand how they're not with fucking 2 billion Chinese people on the planet, yo.
I mean, they'll be the minority in America. Yeah, they're already a minority just in general. But but yeah, even like my nieces and nephews, they're half black, half white, and my the two youngest nephews, they look dead on white, like super pale, really really brown hair, like straight, and if I was chilling with my nephew walking down the street or something like that, I looked like I just stole a little white baby. And then my two
Why could
nieces.
you adopt them, Cam?
Yo, on the real, we about to have a bunch of Splash Brothers walking the earth, man. No doubt. Bunch of beige babies. It's all good, man. Every team gonna have a couple Splash Brothers. This is love, man. So
A lot of John B's walking around.
a lot of
John B's, light skinned brothers making a comeback.
Soon those
real.
are gonna be selling. They're gonna be selling their skin. Some money. If you're dark skinned, come on down. 1-800-DARK-IT. Call now. Get your skin.
Yeah, that and my one of my friends showed me the whole lightening your skin, like in Jamaica and Africa and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah, that's
like,
trying to.
yeah, I didn't know how big it was. I mean, I knew about it, but I didn't think it was like a thing.
It's been like that for a couple years now.
Yeah, in the Caribbean, right?
Jeez.
Yeah, it's
Man, that's crazy.
especially in Jamaica like that.
Yeah.
I remember when I saw Vibes Cartel, I was like, "Yo, what is wrong with this?" This is before he went to jail though. But I'm like, he looked like an alien. I'm like, "What's wrong with his skin?"
Didn't he?
You want to be light skinned? Call now.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Who was doing this?
Vibes
Vibes
Cartel.
Cartel.
He was lighting his skin.
Yeah, you can look it
Yeah.
up. Just like Google it. You'll see what he used to be before and now.
Look at Sammy Sosa. Like it's just
But that's
kind of scary.
That's like in those black countries, just like that too. Africa, that shit is bleaching is super big business. Like there was this model who African model who started a bleaching business, and that shit, it was like a big story a couple years back. How people were like trying to get at her because she was making money off of people teaching them how to hate themselves or some shit, yo.
Wow.
Well, they're coming in to buy that, so that's their fault. You already have to hate yourself.
Yeah.
Dang, he looks like a ghost.
Yo,
That's
Vibes
crazy.
Cartel look like a race walker.
he
Yo,
look
he's a
bad
race
scary.
walker. He's a race walker.
He's in jail right now.
That shit is
Yep.
crazy. His whole
Sammy
song's like
Sosa.
that. too.
Yeah, he on that Sammy Sosa shit.
Yeah, man. This
Got
is
a
crazy.
dark skinned friend that look like Sammy Sosa. Got a light skinned friend.
Yo, is Sammy Sosa still light like that?
Son,
Yeah.
I'll find you a picture. High heat. It's so real.
Hey, when I saw that,
Hey,
When I saw
Tony.
that
Hey, Tony.
hey, when I saw that Sammy Sosa joint, I was like, yo, that's a mad powerful flash they got on that camera. Like, I was like, what camera is he using? Because I was like, nobody could be that light. You
Yo,
know?
this dude looks like a Key and Peele skit, yo.
No, he looks like Chappelle when he was like, you know what, Chuck?
Scary.
Pacey ass.
Who's a top 5 rapper? Dylan. That's what he looked like, man.
Literally gonna have nightmares looking at Sammy Sosa's face right now, yo.
Oh,
I already got the picture
I
ready.
can't do it. Can't do
Like
it.
a demon, yo.
He looked like a
Oh.
vampire from Bon Temps, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, man, what is wrong with the world today, man?
He's like a Temptation manager for fucking Motown or some shit, yo.
Red.
What?
That's his name.
Yo, this dude looks crazy, yo.
Yo, it's kind of embarrassing, man. That you don't want to be who you are.
Hey, man,
But
Michael. Same age.
Michael Jackson got his skin bleached. It's a condition known as speechatitis. Got all of us in the beginning.
No, vitiligo is an actual disease, yo.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's pretty crazy, too.
My teacher when I was in elementary school had it, and I didn't know what the hell was wrong with her. I didn't want to touch that when I was young. And then I found out about it. It was like 3rd grade, yo.
It's like Mike had the extreme case, though.
Yo, it was crazy because I'm in 3rd grade, and it's like she's black, but then like her hands are white, and she has like white patches on her face. Son, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I thought I was losing vision in my eyes or something, yo.
Yeah, as a kid, you would be scared.
Yeah, you don't know what the fuck is that. Like, it's like when you seen when people got alopecia, and you like, man, this dude look like powder. Like, this shit is real. If you didn't know what it was, you was like, why you ain't got no eyebrows, B?
Yeah.
You know, why you always got a cap on? Like, you don't know.
I had that in my head. I thought I had like crop circles in my head when I had it.
Never forget when you came in the barbershop. You were like, yo, man, what you doing here?
Yo, Cam, the aliens are writing messages on my head.
He's like, yo, he's like, don't cut his hair with them clippers, yo. Take your sick ass out of here.
Right to their friend. We would not kill the president today.
Oh,
Yo, I ain't gonna feel. I had it in my head. It was crazy for like a year too. That joint is crazy.
There's that model now who has it.
Oh, yeah. She was on what's that show? What Would You Do or whatever on Channel 7. I saw her the other day.
Her hair fell out.
Nah, she has vitiligo.
Around her mouth and her fingers. Yeah, she has
head too, right? Something like that. She was on America's Top Model or something like that.
It's good for her. You know what I mean? Like she's being definitely a positive image for people that go through that.
Yeah, most definitely.
She works a lot for what's that company? I can't pronounce that shit, yo. Designer Gall or something like that. It's like a European company.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think it's Decision Goal or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, Vibes Cartel. It's Ghost.
Yeah, she's attractive though, yo.
She's a Canadian model, right?
I don't know. Oh, she was on Top Model, yeah.
Chantel, that's her name.
Oh, I seen her.
Wow, that's all over. That's crazy.
But she's still beautiful though.
Mm-hmm.
Did she win?
Is she mixed?
I said, did she win?
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, Pope.
I don't think so.
No chill, Pope.
What she mixed with?
What you mixed with, Mom? Excuse me?
Yo, we got way off topic, yo.
You talking about this all race? All
yeah,
race.
exactly. This is all race.
All
What you
race.
mixed with?
So what's your life like, man?
Nah, she's beautiful, man. She's beautiful.
Oh man. All right.
Kill
Oh,
for Georgia.
we don't even
Okay,
we don't even
killer.
got to do final words for this one. It's funny in general.
I mean,
Started
look.
from
At the end of the day, I found it humorous that a white lady from I'm
A
assuming
White Walker, you said?
no
Oh
white.
shit! Circle. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, no, I just find it humorous that a white lady wants to be black in this day and age. I mean, how many times have you heard people say, "I wish she can walk in my shoes"? Then you understand. Well, I guess she tried, And I mean, I don't know if she got the negative part of attempting to be black, but I mean, from what I heard, she hasn't done anything wrong except lie about her what we put a label on. We only labeled each other so we can identify. That's black, that's white, this is that, and this is the other.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal. I mean, I think there's maybe some deeper issues that I may not be seeing here, like a bigger picture of like if this person one person thinks they can change and be black by just doing certain things, and everybody's going to try to do it. Maybe there might be a trend with that. But or maybe some deeper issues between her and her family. Like I said, I think there's something other than just lying on the application to get it into the NAACP to be headed. I think there's some underlying message that we didn't catch from her, and she needs to tell her side of the story. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, do we care about the NAACP? No, but at the end of the day, if she was doing right by the NAACP, I'm all for it. I'm gonna have a good laugh. It made my day, but at the end of the day, I really could give two fucks about it because there are bigger issues in the world today than wondering why she lied on her checklist when she signed up for some job or whatever. So,
Yeah. But what Pope said, like she could have did all this as a white woman. Like that's the confusing part. So I understand exactly what you're saying. Pope is like, why did you do this?
Yeah.
So I think that's a question that needs to be answered. And granted, we don't even care. Like if it gets answered and it hits our timeline, so be it. I'm not gonna go out and look for this answer.
I'll tell you this. Like most people don't care, and like her personal life, I don't give a shit. Like if she disappears tomorrow, it won't make a difference in my life. But
this story will eventually, right?
It won't end until after this interview that she's going to do on the Today Show tomorrow morning.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So this shit's gonna last another week.
Oh,
The Black selects.
Sounds like
I think we're all gonna be.
A book's gonna happen pretty soon.
The way you stupid.
Yeah.
It's the most death.
Hashtag Racewalkers.
Ask Rachel.
Racewalkers.
Yo, do you know how to use Twitter? And why do you keep on adding Table of Truth when you tweet? Just tweet from the Table of Truth.
It's a habit. Because I'm always on my account. That's why.
I know a light skinned lap. He looks like Anthony Siegel.
Hashtag Nick Walker.
Oh man. All right, man. This is Table of Truth, and we're out. Peace.
Alabata.
You can listen and download to all of our episodes of The Table of Truth on iTunes. Just search The Table of Truth podcast.